Hello guys, welcome back to YCS Sydney 2017. I'm here with Christopher Matthew. Hello, how's it going?
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. I'm gonna have a look at your Raid Raptor deck today.
Yep.
So I don't know much about Raid Raptors, but I know that Christopher does.
Fairly.
Yeah, but first we're gonna ask you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? When did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, I'm from Gold Coast City in Queensland, same as Alex previously, and I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since since I first saw the anime in 2003.
Wow, that's about the same length as I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Really
what was the first ever deck that you played?
Oh, first ever deck I ever played was probably a starter deck Yugi deck.
Right. Okay. So you just took the starter deck and played it.
Yep. Still got the original Dark Magician too, and it's even signed by Dan Green himself.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Our tech team's all fist pumping, by the way. You don't see that, but they're all fist pumping. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Dan Green. He's a really cool guy. So yeah, I mean, I was more a Pegasus man myself, but that's all right.
Your turn, Yugi boy.
Exactly. So right, let's get to the deck. So
Okay.
let's first talk about your the main crux of the deck. So you're playing quite a lot of Raid Raptors cards. So
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about those ones.
All right. Well, basically, Raid Raptors are kind of like what do you call them?
Like a rank 4 kind of spam engine, really.
Yeah, kind of like Black Wings. Like they require, like same as Black Wings require synchros. These ones require XZs.
Yeah.
So basically, they you can summon out basically between rank 4s or rank 3s.
Yeah.
Or like between rank 3s and rank 4s to rank 10s.
You kind of rank them up as you start with the smaller XE monsters and then rank them up with various different rank up magic cards.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So let's start by talking about Skip Force. So you were telling me about Skip Force just before we started recording, and I was a little bit shocked about exactly what it did. But I had not seen exactly what it did, and it's very strong. So tell us a little bit about that and how that works in your combos.
Well, basically, rank up Magic Skip Force is kind of like rank up Astral's Force. It can rank up a Raid Raptor monster 2 ranks higher. So you have a rank 4, you can rank up to a rank 6, or rank 8, or rank 6 to rank 8, and rank 8 to rank 10.
Yeah,
Simple
and then
as that.
So all the way up there, and then what's the main boss monster that some of our viewers might already know because they've seen it in using Cattle Call. What's the one?
Well, the big boss is Ultimate Falcon.
Yeah. So why is Ultimate Falcon so good?
Well, because it's unaffected by card effects, and basically each end phase, and that doesn't mean your end phase, but your opponent's both players' end phase.
Yeah.
It can either do one of two things. One, it can either dish out 1,000 points of damage if your opponent has no face-up monsters on the field, or two, if they have face-up monsters on the field, it can weaken them by 1,000 attack points.
Wow. So yeah, and you were telling me as well, if you manage to get multiple Ultimate Falcons, which this deck can do using Skip Force, then that's going to be 2,000 either damage or 2,000 weakening of monsters each end phase. Not just, again, you said not just your own end phase, it's both.
Yep, that's true.
So that doesn't take very long, especially when Ultimate Falcon's 3,500 attack points start kicking in as well. That's pretty big attack points.
That is true.
For a monster. Yeah.
They don't call it Ultimate Falcon for nothing.
Exactly. So, and then tell us about the other rank up magic card you play.
The other rank up magic card I play is called Rank Up Magic Soul Shave Force.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a monster reborn for Raid Raptor XZs. So basically, you activate it. It can, you pay half your life points and summon out a Raid Raptor XZ in your graveyard, and then rank it up for 2 ranks higher. So for example, you activate it, summon back 4 Strix,
which is pretty easy to summon because you got your whole rank 4 kind of engine going on. So, not difficult to get into the graveyard by any means.
Yep, that's true. And basically, you summon that out, and then you can rank it up for either Revolution Falcon or Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Yeah.
And many people would say that you can't summon out any other XZ monsters except Raid Raptors with that. Well, that's actually not true. It says that you can summon out a Raid Raptor XZ in your graveyard, and then rank it up for another
monster. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a raid raptor.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry.
That's
and I
okay.
mean, Cyber Dragon Infinity. There's some decks, I mean, we've seen in the past where they just summon one Cyber Dragon Infinity and that's enough. I mean, you're summoning Cyber Dragon Infinity as well as maybe Ultimate Falcon, and that's pretty strong.
Yep, it is.
It's really good. So how do you think that you're going to fare in the meta tomorrow? Why did you choose this deck as opposed to kind of Metal Foes or Paleozoics or any of those kind of decks that we've seen quite a lot of?
Well, to be honest, I'm actually a big fan of the Raid Raptors, because especially the character in the anime and manga who plays them, that's Shea Obsidian. To me, he's like the future Trunks of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because
Okay.
he comes from an apocalyptic world. When he fights his opponent, he doesn't screw around. He just gets the job done.
Okay, cool. I always like to see people who are playing decks because they're a fan of the monsters, and not just because they've got a particular combo with it or something. They're a fan of the monsters. So that's props to you for that. So
Yep.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Yep.
Best of luck over the course of the weekend. Hopefully we get to see you in the feature match at some point.
Yep. Thank you.
We get to see all of your really crazy rank up magic combos.
Yep. Before I go, I'll just say, as Shea Obsidian would say, "From the shadows, the falcon soars on wings of courage, talons ready for the rebellion!"
Welcome back to YCS Sydney. We're here with Alex Choi.
Yes. Hello, nice to meet you.
So we have your Dark Magician Paleozoic deck profile here that we're going to talk about. But first, tell me a bit about yourself. Where you're from, when you started playing.
Well, I'm originally from the Gold Coast, and I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the first starter deck Joey. But I actually started playing the card game competitively since I believe it was wind-up format. The wind-up loop is it's Insectors, and that was not fun of a format.
Not a fun format at all, no.
I started playing competitively. I actually started playing Heroes when I actually first started that, because when Super Poly was still at free, and Shadow weren't actually here at the current time. But after that, I've been playing competitively since then. I bought packs up to now, I've been starting playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit more competitively than I was when I first started competitively. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
So is this your first YCS? Have you been to previous YCS?
Oh, sorry. I've been to every YCS Sydney.
In Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, been to the first one, I've been to the second one, third one, and now this is the fourth one, I believe.
Nice. So let's get into this deck. So Dark Magician Paleozoic, that's pretty interesting. I haven't seen that before, ever. So explain to me why you chose this deck for this event, and the strategy behind it and all that sort of stuff.
Well, the strategy behind the deck is you pretty much control your opponent's board in a way of how Blue Eyes, how Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, how it's not Spirit Dragon. It was Spirit Dragon, the normal one, not
One
the
that
synchro.
banishes?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that banishes. They're both spirits. So
Yeah.
the one that banishes. It's like spells and traps and all that. With this Dark Magician deck, you combo up with Dark Magical Circle and all your Dark Magicians spells and traps that actually summon out your Dark Magicians. So a Dark Magical Circle makes it each turn, either player's turn, one card banish. So with the Paleozoics, the one thing I noticed with Dark Magician when I was playing the deck when I first started, you usually run a lot of spells, and you run Kaikus and all the other Chaos Hunters and all that to pretty much control your opponent's board. But the one weakness of that actual playstyle was it loses really bad consistency. It loses bad field control with the consistency of playing. So with Paleozoics, you know how Dark Magician their playstyle for they actually play on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
With Paleozoics, they actually help that with the consistency of that. So it allows you to activate stuff like Magician of Dark Illusion and all those that can activate during your opponent's turn. It makes your Paleozoics make Magician of Dark Illusion and all the other Paleozoic cards and things more, I guess you could say more defensive, more balanced.
Yeah.
So that's how Paleozoics work with Dark Magicians. They make it more easier to control the field.
That's pretty interesting because definitely they do play. Paleozoics do play on your opponent's turn as well. Oh, sorry, Dark Magician does as well as Paleozoics like that. I can see how that works and how they blend in. So tell me about this Desires Paleozoic combo you're talking about earlier.
With the Paleozoics combo, it's not really a combo. It's more of a little trick in a way. With Paleozoics, when you banish the top 10 cards of your deck, if one of those cards is, for example, a Magician Navigation, or you can, like, for example, a Linotula or a Dark Magician, like you accidentally banish a Dark Magician, but not Linotula, I have no idea how to pronounce that name. The Paleozoic that returns a banished one. Pretty much what the combo is with Linotula, okay, I said it first time. With Desires, you can return one of your banished cards back from your banished zone, face down, to your graveyard. So if you have Magician Navigation banished, what Linotula does is it makes Magician Navigation live instead of actually waiting a turn to actually activating in response to, when you activate Magician Navigation normally, it makes it actually live on the turn. You send it back to the graveyard. So that's actually a really good combo with Magician Navigation, for Desires with Linotula. And also you can return one of your Dark Magicians if you're missing one that you banished.
It's really interesting. So, are you pretty confident with this deck?
Yeah.
Like going into it? Have you tested a lot? Or?
Yeah, I've been playtesting this for a long time, like 3 weeks. Since YCS Sydney was since since Paleozoics, the new Paleozoics were released. The one in the Invasion Vengeance, is it? Invasion Vengeance. Since that was released, I've been playtesting with Dark Magicians and adding this into the deck.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully looking forward to seeing how you do at YCS Sydney, and hope you do well. So thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
And I'll be back with more live coverage. Hey, welcome back to YCS Sydney. We're here with Christopher Matthew. How's it going?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So we just had you on the feature match, of course, and that was a great game. You ended up coming out with a victory.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah, and playing Raid Raptors, of all things.
Yep.
So, why did you choose Raid Raptors, and talk about it.
Well, the reason I chose Raid Raptors is because I'm a huge fan of the monsters in general, and especially the one who plays them. That's Shea Obsidian, because to me he's like the most extreme player character in all of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Awesome. So when I saw this deck list, from all I know about Raid Raptors is like Ultimate Falcon and stuff, but you show like a lot more plays that the deck can do, which surprised me. Like, I don't know much about this deck, so talk about like how good like Satellite Falcon Cannon is. Like, that was crazy, and the play to make. So talk a bit about that, and it's like explain what your mindset was going into it, especially seeing despots and stuff.
Okay, well, basically, with despots, on the first match I didn't really do that good because my main goal was to summon out Ultimate Falcon, which is my usual strategy. But this time, after evaluating him, I decided to change the strategy by summoning out Forstrixes and my other one, which is Rise Falcon.
Yeah.
And so basically, my opponent would destroy the Forstrixes, and then after that, I would have to draw the rank up card, which is known as Rank Up Magic Soul Shave Force, which is like Monster Reborn of XEs, except for Raid Raptors, because you can rank it up and you can special summon it, special summon the Forstrix back, and you can go for Revolution Falcon, which can destroy your opponent's monsters, or you can detach the XZ material and attack the monsters, and they can go to 0.
Oh, awesome.
The attack and defense go to 0.
Yeah, well, definitely surprised me. I didn't know the deck could do so much, so very impressive. Thanks for your time, and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more live content.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to YCS Sydney 2017. We're here with Alex Choi. How's it going, man?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice. So we just watched your feature match, and of course you won, which is good. So, Dark Magician Paleozoic. So, I know we deck profiled you yesterday, which we'll be showing. So, this is going to the matchup, because I'll see your deck profile. Fire Fist, what was your mindset when you saw that?
The usual Fire Fist format type of stuff. Tanky, Bear, Wolf. Wolf? Yeah, the Coach Wolf Club.
Yep.
And those usual plays that Five Fists usually do. It's very simple. As long as you know how, if you played it before, you pretty much know how to play against it in the future.
Yeah, makes sense. Was it like surprising for IFS, like system down, supply squads?
Okay, the supply squads were a bit interesting because normally 5S don't really, depending on their destruction, it's okay in a way, but it kind of it gives you free draws in a way. That's the only thing that actually works. But other than that, supply squad is not really much of a surprise. It's used in most decks that destroy stuff pretty much.
Pretty much. So talk us through Paleozoics, like why bring them in, and like we didn't see like totally awesome or anything, but like talk about like the synergy with it and that sort of stuff.
The Paleozoic part?
Yeah.
Okay. With the Paleozoics, you know how, well, if you know or anyone knows, basically Paleozoics activate when they're like trap monsters. They activate after you set them. Well, for a turn, I'm saying. You have to wait a turn, and it's like normal traps type of activations. With Paleozoics, they each have with the ones I chose to put in, they each have their own uniqueness to it. So, for example, I think is it not Alonodius? I can't remember which one it is. I think Alonodius is the Send to the Grave one. Yeah.
No, it's Morel.
Oh wait, no, it's Morel. Alonodius is the. No, that's Dionysus.
Oh, no, this is the MST.
Oh, it's the MST, yeah. Okay, each one has their own thing. So the MST one, the Alonodius.
Just call it MST.
MST, let's go. I'll just refer to him.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
the names are.
Yeah. Okay, with the MST and Paleozoic, if you have Magician of Dark Illusion in your hand, in combination with this, pretty much you MST their back rows, and then you can activate Rod during the same turn. So, sorry, Dark Illusion during the same turn. No. Magician, and then you will pretty much, if you have a Dark Illusion Circle on the field, you pretty much have a free MST and also a banished one. So you pretty much get rid of 2 of their cards in one turn, on their turn. With Dynamiscus, that's the Karma Cut one, I believe. That one allows you to control fields and also your opponent's field as well. Also with Dynamiscus, the Karma Cut one, if you have a Dark Magician hand, like I think I've done it on the live stream, I'm not too sure if I did that. Pretty much if you have Dark Magician hand, you can send it, of course. And also other stuff, if you need stuff in the breaker to activate like your other traps in there, you can use Dynamiscus for that as well. So it's pretty much a free setup for the grave for Dynamiscus. Morella's, you pretty much send your, like I think I said before on the deck profile feed. You pretty much set up for your trap plays.
Awesome. Deck clearly has good synergy. Maybe the people at home want to try it out. Would you recommend it?
If you play Dark Magician or Paleozoics, it's worthwhile to mash them up together to actually give it a shot. It actually is not that bad. It's actually more a regular Dark Magician deck is actually very spell heavy. If I've noticed from time to time. But with Paleozoics, it allows you to actually do stuff more. But there's a chance of actually bricking quite a bit, like I did in game 2. I didn't draw a rod until
and the vanity is kind of like
vanities. Vanities, it was a pain.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Dynamiscus, could have banished it, but like just.
Yeah, but I didn't draw it at the time. So. Also, I didn't have the MST one. At that time as well.
Well, all right. Well, you're still your XO?
XO, yeah. I'm currently XO. I haven't lost.
So going to round 4, you feeling good?
Yeah. Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Hopefully things will go well.
Alright, well, all the best. Thanks for your time, and we'll be back with more live coverage.